Welcome back to the Obsessed or Not Interested show. I am Mindy Wenderquario, and this is Wait a Minute. These episodes will be short and sweet, where I share quick tips, advice, hot takes, and ADHD rants, all unedited and unfiltered. It's basically like we're best friends, and I'm sending you a 2 to 5 minute voice memo on random things. So buckle up and let's do this. Here's a parenting hack. You know when your kids are doing something and they make a mistake, or they hit their brother or sister, or they don't listen, or they are playing ball in the house, and that's whatever your rules are, okay? So whatever the rule is, don't ask them a question. Don't ask them if it's okay. Set the boundary. And I know we try to be like these loving mothers and these loving parents, right? We want the kids to feel like, hey, we don't do that, right? Do we do that? Do we hit our sister? No, not. Sorry, there's no equal partnership in our household. Sorry, Mason, Lennon, Lane, Lily, Hudson. This isn't an equal partnership, okay? I'm the leader of the family. Joey's the leader of the family. We're not asking you. We're telling you this is a boundary. And I know that might sound a little harsh, and it's so weird because I'm kind of like a people pleaser, a pushover at times. And especially when it comes to my kids, they just, you know how that is, parents. But with this, when I'm like, I love structure, and Joey tells me this all the time, and this is so true. I foresee a problem before it arises, and I'm a solution-oriented person. So with that said, this helps. Now, there's no wishy-washy. There's no questions. And I swear, Mason and Lennon, when they first, were blending the family, we have to ease them in. We had a lot of easing them in, those poor kids. It's like, we're organic. We have gluten-free. We don't do a bunch of sugar in our house. We're not drinking pop over here, juices. Like it's we're like the 3%ers over here. So it was like a rude awakening for them. They were like, whoa. But they really just were, they loved it, because you know what I do? When it comes to, like, this is just a little bit of a tangent, but when it comes to food, I never want to be shameful or but also I have boundaries, right? And we have certain rules in our house about food as well. But I explain to my children why. I'm always like, because I'm that way. When a doctor's like, okay, don't do this 6 weeks or don't do whatever, I'm like, but why? Because when I know the reason why behind something, same thing with our boundaries, then it makes sense to me and I'm more likely to follow through on it. So with the kids, I'm just like, this is why I don't want you guys loading up on sugar and processed foods and all this stuff, because this is what it does to your body. Obviously talking to them more like a kid, not an adult. But also I explained to them why the good things, why we want to eat salmon, what's good in salmon. Because Lennon loves salmon and Mason hates it. So I explained to Mason, this is what you're getting though when you eat salmon. This is what you're getting when you're eating your fruits and vegetables and whole grains. So then they are like, they never look at me, Mason and Lennon, they never look at me like I'm like this evil stepmother when it comes to food and stuff. Well, not when it comes to anything, but you know what I mean? I'm sure they don't always love my rules, but they're just like, I know Minnow is doing this for the good, for our good. And she wants the best for us, and she wants us to be healthy. That's literally what they've told Joey. So same thing with boundaries though. I am just like, the kids just are like, thank you for telling me there's clear expectations. There's clear boundaries. It's not wishy-washy. They know, and they don't think it's my fault. And I've done this all the time for Lane. If Lane, even when he was 3 years old, if you do something, that's on you. Here's clear boundaries. Here's clear rules. And if you decide to break one of those, and they know up front, this is the punishment. This is what you're looking forward to. So when you do that, you're asking for this. It's not on me. Don't be mad at mom. You're the one that broke the rule. It was a clear boundary and a clear expectation and a clear punishment. That's all on you. Take responsibility, move on with your life. So not only are you being very clear, you're having structure, you're seeing the problem before they arise, and you have the solution, and the kids are taking responsibility for their actions instead of being blame shifters. I see so many adults walking around that are just, they make mistakes and they immediately, their reaction is, who can I blame for this problem of mine? They don't take responsibility, so they're never learning, growing, and becoming better. That's not what I don't want to raise kids like that. No. I want them to be like taking responsibilities for their actions and doing better next time, not being hard on themselves, because we're humans. I also make sure they know that I make mistakes every day. Because I remember growing up, I thought my parents never made mistakes. I put them up on this pedestal. I don't want my kids growing, not that that was good or bad. My take on it, though, I want my kids to know, like, hey, I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. I'm a human, and I'm always growing and trying to become better. But you guys need to tell me and be upfront and honest with things I can do better, or things that maybe are bothering you and stuff like that. So that's when we can have a little partnership, and there's an equal partnership there. Boundaries ain't it. It's not up for negotiation, kids. When I say don't throw the ball in the house and you throw the ball in the house, I'm not like, do we throw the ball in the house? Is that a good idea? No, I'm not asking their opinion. I'm telling them this is the way it is. We don't throw the ball in the house. So please do not do that. If you do that again, you already know what's going to happen. There's a clear punishment. And where's a good place to throw the ball? Outside. See you later. Peace out. But my kids respect me. And my kids know I respect them. They're not like, they don't see me as evil or mean. And I'm not saying I'm perfect at this, by the way. I totally can be a pushover. It's just, this is what I strive for when it comes to parenting and boundaries. Okay. What do you do? I want to hear from you. Go to Instagram, go to obsessed or not interested, and let me know what your take is on this. Love you guys. Thanks for listening to this week's Wait a Minute episode. I would love to hear your random thoughts and hot takes. So let's chat over on Instagram at obsessed or not interested. And I'd be so obsessed with you if you could take 2 seconds out of your day to rate and review this podcast. Love you guys.